Here we are in Unionville, Michigan, and as we're driving through town, we noticed a conglomeration of two older schools, both from different eras. The first one here on the right, the low one-story building, looks like it dates probably to the 1950s, possibly the early 60s, and the other, much larger two-story building here on the end definitely has like a 1930s vibe to it from what I've seen other schoolhouses of a similar style. Look at that. Probably maybe a junior high or high school at one time. It's hard to say without knowing the history of it, and I'm having a hard time finding that online, but pretty cool to see anyway. Very good condition, well-maintained brickwork. What a nice old school building this is. And both of the buildings look pretty well-maintained and pretty cool. This is like small-town rural Michigan though. I mean, you have a village, a school, and boom, a cornfield right next door. Or a bean field. All those things are big up here in the thumb of Michigan. We got bean fields, cornfields, and sugar beets. Oh, and this is called church. I like their street signs here. Look at that. They got little outlines of the state of Michigan on them. Gateway to the Thumb, and this is Church Street. Continuing on our tour of Unionville, Michigan. This building coming up is one of the largest American Legion halls I've ever seen in a small town, or anywhere for that matter. Apparently founded in 1946, the American Legion Hall here houses a bowling facility, and from 1952 to 1967 also housed the Unionville Public Library. And the front of the building looks very impressive with the glass block and the double doors. Almost looks like a movie theater. There's a few businesses on this street, but there's even more on the side street here, which goes toward the west, which is M25. Boy, that building there looks like it might have been a bank with the arched doors and that. It's probably hard to say. And there's cool buildings down. Oh, look at that wooden one there. There's cool buildings here down each side of Main Street. Pretty awesome.
That's a gas station right there.
Yeah, I see across the street there's an old service garage and gas station. And a lot of these businesses have apartments upstairs, but no cars in it around, no sign that any of it's really occupied. It's like the whole town is like a residential community now with very little business left in it, which is pretty common up here in the Thumb, I gotta say. There's really not a lot of businesses to support these little towns, and people live here, but they work other places. This is definitely a former Saginaw Bay fishing boat. That's a cool old fishing boat for sure. It's got the crane mechanism out to lift the nets with.
It has the MC number still.
Still has the MC numbers, yep, indeed. And it looks like it's a steel-clad, metal-clad hull. Interesting. Sitting in front of an old church, which I also don't think is in use anymore from the looks of it, but I'm not sure. Alright, here's the old church here, which is definitely a house, probably a house now, or just empty, hard to tell. Alright, and we are leaving Unionville. If you're from Unionville or know more about the local history here, please feel free to leave information in the comments below. It would be fascinating to hear more stories and historical information about this cute little town in Michigan's Thumb. Thanks for watching, and have a great day.